Aquarius, Sun, and Rising Collective. Let's see what October has in store for you. Shadi. So your highlighted chakra of this month is the throat chakra. You have here the listening card. And then for your other oracle card, you have here the divine feminine card, which says the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Okay, so your first three tarot cards here are the Four of Swords, Four of Cups reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune, which is then followed by the Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Cups reversed. And then your last four cards here are the Emperor, Seven of Wands, Three of Wands. Was something here? For some reason I thought something else was reversed, but not. Emperor, Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck here you have the Fool card. Last but not least, very important. Alright, so in October, it's like you may be questioning where you are in your life or where things are going right now for you. You're working on changing old habits and focusing on what will actually create the life you want, especially making sure your emotions are functioning in favor to the life you want. Try to be patient and allow the process to unfold naturally. Try not to be in a state of desperation, as this can create friction that isn't in favor to the life you want. Also, allow the unfortunate things you may have been going through to teach you patience and the ability to listen. There are emotional things you're still integrating and transmuting that need your time and patience, okay? So you're also receiving clarity on how to completely let go. There may be certain loved ones you want to help not fall into the same lesson, but I wouldn't worry about saving anybody. Focus on being an example, which is the whole point, because remember, like I mentioned in last month's reading, this is about a sense of self, your self-image and true confidence. Through this, notice in what ways you're subconsciously running away from continuing to do the needed inner work. Don't focus too much on where you're at and where you're going. Don't focus too much on why you're where you're at. Notice where you're still avoiding the inner work and just listen. Notice and listen. Focus on staying open and curious to what is actually going on and what you're being guided to work on, and the truth you're being guided to notice. Okay, so make sure your emotions reflect your intentions. Make sure you're doing what you're doing for your own freedom, not outside approval. That was really important in the reading. Also, with patience, you're moving towards a sharper and clearer mind, more emotional stability and intelligence, as well as satisfaction with who you are to yourself and within your relationships and connections. You're also letting go of a wound from the past and not allowing the past to affect your future. You're also on a journey of owning who you truly are, like we mentioned last month, and instead of being held back by shame or guilt of how others perceive you. You're also learning how to let go, receive, and cultivate, embodying feminine qualities. If you find yourself fearful of ending up alone or fearful of being unable to have a close connection again, notice that and listen. Notice that. Listen and notice where it's truly coming from. Dig deep down. Take the moment. Dig deep down. And notice. Listen and notice. So focus on being able to sit with certain emotions and how to let them go at the appropriate time. Accepting you don't need anyone, tempering your desire for a connection, and connecting more with yourself is highlighted in October for you. You're also discovering blind spots. This is really important. And working towards uncovering them. You're accepting that love is never perfect and we're meant to experience a full range of ourselves and our emotions within relationships and connections, and accepting that we're meant to learn through love. Very important. So don't suppress your worries and anxieties. Observe and listen to them. There's something for you there. Okay, you may think that nothing is happening and that you keep wondering if you're doing the right thing or if you're doing enough, and you need to know that you are really actually gearing up towards real change. So stop pressuring yourself and being so hard on yourself. That Saturn ruling planet really be having y'all in a chokehold sometimes. So also, like I mentioned last month, allow friends to show you how worthy you are. Support is really important for you, and a lot of you seem to not be accepting it or being open to it. Anyways, you're learning how to just let yourself be yourself without worrying what others think. So don't allow others to have the control of who you're becoming. Allow yourself to take control completely. Your growth is more important than trying to fix the past. Things happen the way they did for a reason, and a big part of that reason is your growth. So allow yourself to grow more through experience. Don't close yourself away from change and new experiences. So don't, like, again, this has a lot to do with you being so hard on yourself, like thinking that you need to have this image that is like completely just like, bitch, like you're okay to accept mistakes and accept things that make you feel a little bit of shame and stuff, but that's all stuff that you can work on, and it's meant to be that way. Like, you're human, you're not a robot. You're meant to work through your emotions. Okay, so there's a new perspective of your emotional self, and again, know that your friends can help you with this. Know that your friends are able and capable to provide different perspectives for you that can help you throughout this process. Okay, and yeah, I feel like you are really like you are being given a great opportunity in October to be able to work through your emotional self. And I'm telling you, it's something that if you really take that up and you're really like, fuck it, we going to take that leap of faith. If you do that, it will really change a lot, and it will really propel you forward. And so that's why I'm saying, like, don't worry too much about where you're at and why things aren't looking the way that you want them to look right now. There's work that needs to be done, and I feel like people who have a lot of work to do, especially inner work, and especially when it comes to your self-image and how you feel about yourself and your self-confidence and all that stuff, I feel like it's such a great thing because it kind of does like a rubber band effect where you're just like pulling back, yeah, propelling you towards what it is that you really want. Okay, so I wish you the best in October. A lot of love and blessings, and again, please accept love from your friends and your loved ones. Okay, you deserve it, and you really deserve that caring push, loving push from your loved ones towards where it is that you want to be. I love you so much. See you next month, bitch.